Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Otaku World Order 7 podcast. Today we have Garrett,
What's up, everybody? Return my sign in.
Kaneki,
What's up?
and Steven.
What's up?
And today we have somebody new to the party, guest, whatever you want to call us. His name is Jacob.
Hello.
Jacob, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself really fast? So people can know
Sure.
who you are.
Sure. Of course, as David said, my name is Jacob. Currently in Twin Falls, Idaho. I'm a big anime fan and also a bit of a gamer myself. I just enjoy having fun watching anime and video games and just talking about them. It's better than working.
True. All right.
Yeah, the introductions are very important. The fans got to choose their favorites.
We already
Of
know
course
who
they
chose.
Me.
No one chose you, dude. You're ugly. Anyways,
If I'm your favorite, send us a
Ouch.
message.
I don't
David's
think
ugly.
so. All right, I guess we can move on to our first news topic.
Oh, he
of-
admitted it.
All right, Kaneki.
Ew.
Nice and childish. For all you
Just like Gara.
guys, can we move on? We're not in the anime.
All right, fine. Move on. Let's go.
All right.
I was fast. Anyways, for all the people with a PS2 that don't need it anymore, GameStop is accepting used PS2s for trade-in again.
It's about time.
I might
After
just
two-
go pick one up just for the heck of it.
That sounds dumb.
Yeah.
Almost 2 years after saying they no longer take PlayStation 2 for trade, GameStop is once again accepting them. GameStop had stopped accepting the system and games for trade of June 1st, 2013, about 6 months after Sony ended production of the console. But in a news release sent this morning, the game retail said it's back on, but trade-ins will only be for store credit. A PlayStation 2 with power cable controller and AV cable will get $25 store credit. A console lacking any of those three accessories will get $20. The PlayStation 2 is the undisputed best-selling video game console of all time, moving more than 150 million units in its 13-year run. More than 1.5 billion copies of video games in its prolific library were sold in that stand. Okay. All right. That's kind of interesting, actually.
I don't care because I don't own a PS system.
There you go. For $20, you can get
sold
one.
it more than $20.
I actually own the Gen 1 PS2.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, so it's actually worth a little bit of money. So
yeah, I think they're actually worth like 100 something.
yeah, they're really rare.
Best game on there, Wild Arms 3. Whoop, whoop.
Yeah, nobody bought them. Shit.
Oh.
Anyway, somebody said PS2 original price $299, now $25. 50 PS2 games at $20 each, then equals $1,000. $5 for each of the 50. If you were lucky to 250. I'm like, dude, that was so long ago though. That was when this comes out 2001.
Like forever ago.
The value decreased so much. Like everybody on Earth has one. Like they're so easy to get.
Yeah.
Like I'm on eBay right now. People are selling for $33 with like 5 games. Like they're
Well,
not.
plus
Like I
on top
don't.
of that,
GameStop's
parts are no
probably
longer
just trying to
really
do.
made.
Sorry. GameStop's probably just trying to get some quick cash.
Well, no, they lose money that way. Because like I said,
With
if you
actually,
want-
Oh,
yeah, this dude's
Yeah,
like some people are selling for like $2. Like
yeah. I wonder why they are buying them then.
I don't know.
because they have nothing else better to do with their fucking time.
No, there's got to be something.
Yeah, I don't get the whole hate on GameStop. Like I love going to GameStop. People are like they give you little money. I'm like, yeah, because they have to make money off of like selling games. Like I don't think people understand that they're a business. They don't want to just take your games in for what you paid for. It's stupid. It doesn't make any sense.
Well, half the people out there don't understand anything about business anyway.
No, like
Or economics, for that fact, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I bought this game for $60 and they only gave me $40. I'm like, you're lucky to get that. Most companies won't even give you that.
Yeah.
Because
In Triple quote, it's best for business.
Right. If they gave you $60 back or exactly what you paid for it, they would not make any money on any game ever.
Yeah.
Because they just take games exactly what you paid for and then selling you exactly what you paid for too. So
I have no hate against GameStop. It's
Oh,
just sometimes they just do the weirdest shit that is like, what are you doing? I mean, like, one time I pre-ordered Halo 4 Collector's Edition, and unfortunately it came out while I was on deployment. By the way, I forgot to throw this in my introduction. Former United States Navy sailor. I pre-ordered it, and I was trying to get it to be shipped to the ship. Well, then I get back into the States, like months after it's out, and I've only got the regular edition. I go to the GameStop that I pre-ordered it for, and they're like, well, we don't have it anymore. I'm like, what? Like, yeah. Like, well, can I get a refund since I paid it off all the way? Yeah, sure. Like, whatever.
Yeah, here's the thing, though. After a certain amount of time, they have to drop people's pre-orders because they always accept more than they actually get a lot of times. Like, for the PS4, that actually did happen. Like, they accepted, like, at my GameStop, I think, 100 pre-orders, and they only got, like, 10 PS4s.
Jeez.
Wow.
That was some great market. I think I actually have, like, $5 on my PS4 or some shit. Like, I was going to buy it as soon as it came out, but, like, I never had the money. So it's whatever.
Yeah, I think I only had, like, one problem with GameStop, like, ever.
Mm-hmm.
And that was because, like, I pre-ordered, one of the more special editions for Borderlands 2, because you get the Marcus bobblehead.
Mm-hmm.
And when I went in there, they threw me like the game, just the game itself, and I was like, "Hey, I ordered the the special edition or whatever." And like we were like, we have no like recognition of this. When I went in there like the day or like a couple like weeks before and like put money on it.
Right.
So I was like, okay, well somebody messed up here. I still had to pay full price, and I was pretty mad. I almost left GameStop for that.
I would have probably thrown it back into their face.
Oh, well, yeah, I made them give me a full refund for it, and then I went and bought it somewhere else.
They made you pay full price for it.
Yeah, that's why I just got a refund for it, what I already paid. And I just went and bought it at a different store down the street.
Yeah, some of the workers there are kind of bad.
Yeah.
That is true.
Like, they have no respect for the customers, or it's whatever. My GameStop's actually really cool. I love the people at my GameStop.
Yeah, most of the people
at my GameStop watching. Love y'all. You guys are all pretty awesome. Except for, like, some... Josh works there, Shylander.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he works at the GameStop.
Huh. That's interesting.
Yeah. So, I guess moving on to our next topic, the code in the Batman Arkham Knight trailer has been cracked. Okay. I guess I'll start at update number 1, because they're all out of order. Okay. Update 1 was smart and observant readers have uncovered a second... Oh, there was the first clue found... I'll start from the start. Sorry, I didn't read the original.
Well, here, you don't have to like, read it fully, David, because it's a longer article, but,
No, I got it. Wow. It's only like 3 sentences, chill.
Just summarize it.
Batman developer Rocksteady has a history of Easter eggs in its games, and today's new trailer for Arkham Knight may have just been revealed a new puzzle piece for the upcoming title. In the trailer, Scarecrow discusses his plans to bring together some Batman arch-enemies and bring Gotham down. And then it's at the end of the trailer, Scarecrow's decrepit face is revealed in a sudden lighting flash. The shot comes and goes in a second. Within that second moment, however, code can be seen that unlocks something bigger. The code is CRCN3N3 N2JN3TIHN2. Alright, now we'll go to update number 1. Smart observers readers have uncovered a second clue and possible motive behind it all. Readers have been posting in the comment section that Duchess Shamu, I think, Jinx Wolf, and whatever, have not only found a second code, but perhaps what they were for. The code are part of a cipher with multiple entries on the game's official website under the personas of interest tabs. Here is a short of another code in the scene with Batman, Poison Ivy. I'm not going to call this.
Yeah, so basically there's a bunch of codes hidden inside of the Arkham Knight videos.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently, I think with the codes that they found, they're basically like character bios.
Thanks, Steven. Wasn't there yet.
Yep. Surprise.
Way to go, Steven. Steal the thunder.
Yep.
I know, right?
What thunder what thunder David has?
David doesn't have any fans. There is no thunder.
I was leading up to the awesome epicness, and then Steven ruins it.
Well, I'm sure this is exactly how people felt when they put in those codes expecting a great prize, and they got a bunch of character bios.
Well, I mean...
How much you want to bet it just is a character bios and nothing else special?
It was.
Based off of what I've understood off the article, that's all it is. And also, I believe I heard somebody else talking about it once, that's all it is be able to access early character bios but there's like a certain way that you have to put it in to the system, like with a cipher or something, and then that's the only way that you'll be able to unlock it.
They said what they did is they went to the website and they input the code somewhere, and it just popped up as character bios. So, other than that, anyone planning on getting this game?
Maybe.
Yes.
It looks interesting. The graphics are really good. I have not played any of the Batman games personally.
And we should just kill him because
Hey, I have my reasons. It's just that they never really interested me that much, but with seeing this trailer, it has kind of spiked my interest a bit. It takes a lot for a game to really spike my interest, unless I'm already a fan of it, like the Mass Effect series. Then they already have my interest because they made a really good game when I first played it, and then they just continue to do it. But when it comes to me starting a new game, I'm kind of eerie of it until I kind of see what the game will look like. That's the reason why I wait for somewhat of a gameplay trailer to come out before I actually go, okay. Yeah, this looks like a pretty decent game. I may go buy it.
Well, all I know is I'm buying the collector's edition. I'm buying the regular edition. I might buy it for the Xbox One, even though I don't have an Xbox One. I don't care. I'm buying every single edition they have of that game. I fucking love Batman games.
But the question is, who is the Arkham Knight?
It's going to be
that
in the
is
comic
an excellent question.
It's a villain that's never been in Batman before. Arkham Knight's not Batman, stupid. He's a villain. Dumbass.
Oh.
Garrett, do you have any input on anything?
I mean, I always loved Arkham Asylum and Arkham City. Now I'm excited for this one to come out once I get next gen, whichever that will happen. Just gonna whoop someone's ass at combat maps if they have them again.
Dude, there's multiplayer. Kick your ass in multiplayer, right? I'm better at Predator than I am at combat. Dude, Garrett, see me, dude. I beat Predator maps like in 30 seconds. Like I wiped.
Ouch.
Yeah, I'm pretty fast with those.
That's what the
30
ladies say.
seconds. You're like,
Oh. Never had a girl, but whatever. Anyways, next topic. Did I forget one? I think I forgot one. I have something for last. All right. So we have Valve and HTC reveal Vive VR headset. All right.
Who and who?
What?
Valve and HTC. Taiwanese smartphone manufacturer HTC has revealed Vive, a new virtual reality headset that will use Valve's virtual reality technology. The device has a 1200 by 1800 pixel screen in front of each eye with a refresh rate of 90 frames per second. HTC claims it eliminates the jitter common in other VR headset. A gyro sensor, accelerometer, and laser position sensor will track the rotation of your head, allowing you to look around the virtual environment naturally. HTC said that when coupled with a pair of Stream VR base stations in space up to 15 feet by 15 feet, the device will be able to track your movement as you walk around the room. These base stations may explain how Valve was able to turn its VR room prototype into a consumer product. The VR set will also use a custom game controller. A user will hold an ergonomic VR game controller in each hand in order to interact with the virtual world. The position of each controller will also be tracked, similar to how the Sony VR headset Project Morpheus uses move controllers to track the players from it. So yeah, and then it goes a little bit more detail about the stuff like that, like Half-Life might be going on the VR and stuff. So, what do you guys think about the new VR headset that's coming out? That might be better than the Oculus Rift and such.
Never heard of it. Is it like the Oculus Rift?
Exact same. It's going to be better. It's going to be better.
This sounds quite interesting. I mean, it almost sounds like it's like the new Google. God, I can't remember. The Google glasses, the whatever new glasses are coming out that make. I
kind of hate
the Windows. The hologram by Windows, I believe, is the name of it. Don't quote me. I would double check that. But I do know that Windows is doing like a virtual reality type deal where, or virtual application with glasses of like linking the internet to a pair of glasses, and you're able to use the space basically like if you had a living room. You could use it to do whatever, like Minecraft and whatever. I saw in the trailer. It looks pretty sweet. And that's what you were just reading off, David, sounds like. But it sounds a wee bit more game related. I would personally love to try that out, just because it's something virtual, and it's also tied to SAO, which I'm a big fan of. So.
So I think this technology was being talked about before SAO came out.
That is true, but since I'm a fan of SAO, I really want. I am anticipating the virtual gaming world to come soon. Hopefully, it comes within my lifetime. I'm really hoping. Well, if it doesn't, boo-hoo for me.
I don't think we'll ever get to the point of SAO what they had, but because that was ridiculous. So.
Well, I mean, half this technology that the new technology that we're coming out with today has actually been invented 40 years ago. So this stuff has been around for who knows how long. It's just now becoming marketable is the only reason we're hearing about it.
Mm.
So that's true.
I mean, and also all the headsets that are out right now, every big electronics company is really getting into it right now.
Right.
HTC makes phones. What do they need a virtual reality headset for?
Well, they partnered with Valve to do that. So
that's a good point. But I mean, everyone is on the virtual reality bandwagon right now, and almost.
Well, that's because they want to be the first to create the virtual reality.
Well, they're already out. Is the thing, though.
Yeah,
that is true. But an actual in-home game console like our Xboxes and our PSs and Wii's and whatever.
Well, I think I don't know. I think if they were going that far with it, then you wouldn't hear about it right now because it would be a company secret type deal.
Right. Well, Sony's own VR headset, but
yeah. Well, I mean, all these headsets look exactly the same, so the same information has been passed around between all of these companies.
Actually, I was gonna say they're similar now. Nothing's
They
changed.
all look exactly the same except for games.
Yeah, nothing's
actually,
different.
The Vive looks a lot different than the Oculus Rift.
Which one does?
The Vive from HTC and Valve. It looks a lot different.
I didn't think it looked that much different.
Yeah, dude. Have you ever seen that?
Remember Facebook bought the Oculus Rift?
Yeah.
Whoa, Facebook bought something? That's not new.
They have their hands on a lot of different stuff.
Yeah.
Oh god, I remember back when they were, that selling thing that they had going on with people's profiles and grabbing shit that they weren't supposed to. I remember that shit years ago.
Well, I'm surprised they're not going with that idea.
They just do it legally now.
What? Sell our information?
That's true.
Yeah, I know. I think it's kind of cool that we are being bidded on for our information. That's kind of fun.
It's not much. It's a few cents.
Hey, Steven, we were bidded on. That's all that matters.
Alright. Whatever makes you feel loved, I guess.
Damn.
That wasn't meant to be guys. That wasn't meant to be that mean.
Steven,
what?
People are bidding on your information. High government officials are bidding on you.
No, it's not the government. The government's the one giving it out.
Oh, well, whoever is buying our information, people are bidding on you, Steven.
Shopping companies, Amazon.
Amazon bidded on you, Steven.
Amazon's also selling our information.
Exactly.
That is true.
How do you feel? People want your information, Steven. They are bidding all on you.
Stalkers.
I don't know. I'd rather not see all these ads pop up. But whatever.
I mean, yeah, the ads are getting a bit ridiculous.
I guess they're personalized, though, so that's okay.
Yay! Why haven't I got these words? I get shopping stuff ads. I don't even shop on my laptop. What is this?
If you go on Amazon, type in anime,
yeah,
and then go on whatever web browser you prefer a couple hours later, and I guarantee you're gonna start getting ads with whatever you were looking up on Amazon.
I can vouch for that.
I start getting more that.
Ad block.
Yeah, so I have ad block up the ass.
Yeah.
All right. So, anybody else have any opinions on virtual reality?
I think the coolest thing I saw with virtual reality that they were trying to do, I don't know if they're still trying to do it, but I know they had a prototype that they were working on, and it was sort of like this big hamster ball.
Oh, I saw that. That was so awesome.
You put on an Oculus Rift inside of it or whatever, and you could actually walk around in the ball.
Yeah, he was playing Skyrim.
Yeah, the demo. What? The demo. Yeah, it was this big ball thing. So you'd open this big hamster ball and you'd walk into it, and there'd be a little sort of a beam in the middle, that you could like sort of hold on to like keep your balance and like your equilibrium straight. But you actually walk in this ball, and it'll actually move you in the game or whatever that you're playing. And then you wear the Oculus on your head, where you're looking is too.
You also wear gloves.
Mm-hmm.
They have gloves now too. I didn't know about gloves.
Oh, there's actually I forgot where I saw it at. There's actually like a vest you can buy now that will react to game.
Oh yeah, I remember that vest.
Yeah, it'll send I forget if it shocks or if it like vibrates and like a certain
it vibrates.
Hit.
It vibrates.
That would actually help with a lot of Oculus stuff.
Oh yeah, that's what a lot of people like. If you ever type in like your Oculus or whatever on I don't know if you can buy Oculus on Amazon or what it was, but I saw that if you put that in your cart, like all this other stuff will start popping up, like the gloves and the vests and all this other kind of stuff that you can use with it.
Mm-hmm. It's alright.
I don't know, if you got money to shell out, you can get some pretty realistic stuff.
Well, I mean, like in 2 or 3 years, this shit's gonna be like chump change. So.
Yeah, there's no point in getting it right now.
Like remember when the PS3 came out? I think it was like $59.99 or something like that. Now you can buy it for like $199.
Yeah.
After a few years, all technology is like cheap as hell.
That's the reason why I'm waiting for the Xbox One to have its price a little bit lower.
That's all I have to say.
We're going to be up and ready for virtual reality within the next like 5 years.
Yeah, that would be awesome. The Oculus Rift coming out this year, dude.
No. I mean like full into the technology, not just like starting off.
Well, they have like a lot of games on the development stuff, and they already Sony and Microsoft already said they're going to make games for it.
Yeah, the second it came out, like it was already compatible with like Battlefield 4.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, Battlefield 4.
People have been playing Battlefield 4 on it for a while.
I guess I can give them a shout out, but Show Me Life Online, the internet game, if that does have virtual reality, that would be a lot of fun to play.
Oh, that would be a ton of fun.
Dude, have you seen those anime simulations in the fucking Oculus Rift besides Sword Art Online?
What? No, what the hell?
Well, you never seen those?
No. There's a Tokyo Ghoul one. I'll play the hell out of that.
Oh, wow. Of course you will.
Your name is Kaneki. Why are you talking shit?
First of all, I'm not no Gara fanboy, okay?
Oh. You're a Kaneki fanboy. You have no room to talk.
Wait, what? Your mic is fucking up.
No, the Gara haze about again.
The Gara salt.
Anyway, before we get
Gara sandy salt.
All right, next topic, like everybody's asked. For all of you high school or people going to college, here's some great news for you. President signs amendment to lower the drinking age to 18.
Yep. June 4th, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
I'll read a bit of the article. This comes from the 1948 National Minimum Drinking Age Act from 1984, which require that states prohibit persons under 21 from purchasing alcohol as condition of receiving state highway funds is being amended. Advocacy groups have been fighting against this law for like 30 years now, claiming it is a gross violation of civil liberties and must be repealed. They claim the law is absurd and unjust that young Americans can vote, marry, can enter into contract, serve in the military at 18, but cannot buy an alcoholic beverage. Now, groups such as National Youth Right Association are claiming victory over this amendment law, which has been in effect on June 4th, 2015. Brown University anthropology professor Dwight Held, his name's Held, that's weird as hell, says he favors a lower drinking age. He is not an advocate of kids getting drunk. Instead, he favors a more cultural model, which is common in countries like France and Italy, where parents serve a small amount of wine to their children at family meals. Last part is, in general, the younger people start drinking, the safer they are, said Health. Alcohol has no mystique, it's no big deal. By contrast, where it's banned until 21, there's something of the forbidden fruit syndrome. So, yeah.
Yeah, I think, I just want to point out, like, that last little part of the article, how they were talking about, how we should really follow the model of, like, European countries.
Right.
How, they're kind of, how they don't really have drinking ages. When I was, over in Europe this past June or whatever, May, June, whatever time I was there, whenever we went into, like, a bar or any, like, restaurant like that, there was never like anybody like our age and they're getting like smashed or anything like that. It was always like people in our group that wanted to like go out and get drunk and stuff.
Yeah, that's true. Because like once we hit 21, everybody just drinks till they die. So that's pretty much how it happens.
Pretty much.
Like you just suck as much as they can, and it's pretty bad.
Tipsy.
Well, here's the thing.
That's all I have to say.
With me, I can understand that because, like I said, I'm a former United States Navy sailor, and the thing is that we can we can vote, and if I remember correctly, we can get marriage, even though I don't agree to having teens getting married at such a young age. But if they do, whatever, it's not my personal business. And also being able to serve, if I hadn't already said that, it's not right for those who do serve not to be able to drink, because, I mean, we're fighting, but yet we're not being able to allow to drink. I can see the exception for the armed services to be able to, if they do serve, to be able to drink at 18. But for everybody else, I'm not feeling so comfortable about, because that means I've got to be careful and watch out for more drunk drivers, maybe being out on the road like idiots. And if anybody's listening and you do that, you're stupid and you should stop. And also, if I've got any of my cousins or anybody else's kids with me, I've also got to make sure that I watch out for their safety. For armed service members, yeah, go on ahead. Drop the drinking age down to 18, because we fight to defend. We should have the ability to drink. Everybody else, I'm a little edgy on.
Yeah, it's probably definitely going to be rough for the first like couple weeks of it.
Right.
But I think after a while it's going to get better, because everyone's going to realize like, oh, it's not that great.
Yeah. I just want to know if it's actually really going to happen, or if it's like another fake thing like that.
Oh, it's going to happen.
Because sometimes we hear fake news stories that never actually come to fruition. Like I heard, like, the drinking age is going to get raised, and like the age you can start driving out how raised and stuff like that. It always happens, but we never actually see it. So this actually happened. I think it'd be a really good change to the country. So.
Yeah.
I think when when I heard about the minimum wage going up, I didn't believe that at first either.
Mm-hmm. That is true. It happened.
And then that happened.
And it's going to go up again soon too. So
I really need to get a job where I can actually be paid at minimum wage.
You broke ass motherfucker.
Yeah.
Could you imagine in the future milk will cost $6?
I'm lactose intolerant. I could care less about milk.
Me and David know a local store you can work at.
Yeah, we do.
No, I'm good.
Always looking for cart pushers. No,
not a cart
Stephen applied like 8 times with some notes. Stephen the only
life, Steve. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
been the only American that cannot get a job at Myers.
Yeah.
What?
I have like the worst like job like hunt skills ever. Like nobody hires me, even though I'm like top of my class.
Then you fail at life.
No, people just hate me. I'm overqualified for everything. That's why.
Steve, you're underqualified for like Kmart. Quiet down.
David?
Oh wait, I think that's my reason for my work.
Hey, David's going in.
Careful now, we don't want to tread thin waters. Or thick waters, whatever the word is.
Alright. I guess we can move on to our next topic of the day. We will be having a quick little, I guess, argument discussion. We'll be doing RPGs versus JRPGs and which ones we think are better and we enjoy more. Anybody want to start? Go ahead.
Fuck! Alright.
Oh,
Not this again. No. I'm sitting this out until it's like my turn. I'm sitting out.
no, you can go first. Go ahead. We can hear your
No,
thoughts.
I'm out of this. No.
Yeah.
Well, to be honest, I never played role-playing games. It's not my thing. But I did play some JRPGs, and I really like some of them so far. Like, for example, is Final Fantasy JRPG or no?
Yes.
That's what I was just about to ask.
Alright. I did play some of it. I actually did like it. And I hope there's more good JRPGs in the future.
Alright. Well, there are. There's like, you have Persona, you have...
oh, yeah, that. I always keep forgetting Persona.
You have Nino Kuni, Wrath of the White Witch, you have Xenoblade Chronicles, Fire Emblem Awakening. Those are all JRPGs.
The Persona 5 hype train. Are you ready for that, David?
Hell yeah, dude.
Dude, we've been on this train.
Oh yeah, there's actually an article we should read at the end of the day about that. Alright. Steven, what do you prefer? What do you prefer?
I have not played many, if like any, JRPGs.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna have to go with RPG on this one.
Mm-hmm.
Just because, there's games like Skyrim out there.
Right.
And most games I do play are like RPG-based games.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's just kind of my thoughts. But maybe if I start playing some JRPGs, maybe my mind would change.
Right.
I do plan on playing Persona 5.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'll have to see if, my opinion changes after playing that.
Alright. Jacob, what about you?
Sorry, I had my mic muted for a second. With JRPGs, like, I can't remember who said it. I've only played a bit of Final Fantasy. The newest Final Fantasy that I played, besides the new one that's coming out, I played that once and I fail at life. And
which one exactly?
The
if
latest one.
3, no one cares about it. It's garbage.
Is it a realm world?
No, it's whatever. Where Light is sent back to go save as many souls as she possibly can.
That's 3. That one is garbage.
Okay, well, yes, I do agree that it's somewhat garbage due to the fact that it is bullshit that you have to collect a certain amount of souls in order to get a new, bud on the freaking tree.
If anyone has not heard of Final Fantasy 13, it's a 3-part Final Fantasy game, but the 3rd part does not play like the first 2, and how it works is you have 7 days, or whatever, and
you have 13 days.
Yeah, you have to make it 13 days, but you start with 7. You have to do the main story plots along with side quests, but if you don't do them and complete enough missions in the time that they give you, you lose, and you have to restart the game at day 1 again.
Which is bullshit.
Terrible.
I'm on Final Fantasy 3 right now, so it'll
there
be a
you
little
go.
while.
There you go. Stay on that.
Well,
Stay on
Thanks
the
to
low
Steam
numbers.
sales.
Stay low.
Another thing that I find, and I'm going to quickly get away from JRPG and go to RPG here in a second, but with the Final Fantasy, since we're using that as the primary target of this discussion, is, from my opinion, the Final Fantasy series, they changed their combating styles. It's not that I don't like JRPGs, it's just that not many of them really appease to me. So that's my little spiel about JRPGs. For RPGs, I love them, just because you have the chance to make a decision that could change the complete outcome of the universe. I don't know if many people, if y'all have heard about Dishonored. I think it's okay. Oh no, it's on an Xbox exclusive. I thought it was. My bad. That's a really good game. I've played it a couple of times now, and what you do in that game changes the outcome. And I've gotten the worstest outcome possible to the best outcome possible, if that's really an option. One of the better RPGs that I prefer and that I absolutely love is the Mass Effect series. I absolutely love them. And I've actually pretty much played them to death, just because I absolutely love them. It just allows you to have more interactive in a different world besides the one that we live in. And you get to make decisions that can change the world for the better or for the good.
Well, yeah, that's true. Shadow's a pretty
At least to me, doesn't it?
Anyway, stop talking. Just kidding. But I am a much bigger fan of RPGs. Even though Persona is my favorite game, it's not my
favorite game.
No, it's not my favorite game genre, I guess you could say. Yeah. I love RPGs with a burning passion. I played Dragon Age, all 3 of them. I played Skyrim. I played almost every Elder Scroll. Played
Dragon Age is good.
Played Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the Fallout games.
I played so many RPGs I can't remember them all. I'm pretty sure I'm forgetting a couple, but I don't remember them all.
How could you forget about Fallout games? You were just playing them the other day.
I said Fallout. Fallout 3 New Vegas.
Rage quitting too.
But I've played so many RPGs. In JRPGs, I've played Final Fantasy a few times. I've played both Persona 3 and Persona 4. I've played a little bit of Persona 2 on my PC, but I've played... I don't think I've played any of other JRPGs now. I've played a little bit of Nino Kuni, which JRPG. I played Xenoblade and some other games I don't remember the names of. But in my opinion, I just think turn-based combat is kind of boring now to me, compared to Dragon Age and things like that. I just think they're more interactive, they're more challenging, and more fun to play.
Definitely, and I think that's another thing that drives me with RPGs is
also,
that it's a turn basis.
I know a lot of people might agree with me on this, but I always find that RPGs are harder than JRPGs. They've never had any problems beating like JRPGs. Like Persona 3, they're hard games, but I've never actually struggled that much where I had to go back, or had to restart a whole segment or something. I just had go back the next day, grind 2 more levels, and go feed it really fast, and I'll be done. So they really had too many problems beating the game.
Maybe the way that they're engineered too.
Yeah. Garrett, what's your opinion?
Am I going to be the one that sparks this fire again?
Probably.
Sure.
Fuck. Alright. Well, being ginger, whatever. Okay.
He has no soul, so it doesn't matter.
I guess that makes sense. Anyway.
Perfect.
That's logical.
It's okay, I love our ginger viewers.
Yes. Ginger vote.
Just go.
We should make t-shirts that says that.
Alright, just
Gingers matter.
Oh my god, I'm gonna kill all your dicks off. Hurry up.
David. Oh, you
why are we talking about dicks now?
Oh my god. Garrett, just explain. Jesus.
Okay, so I've played both JRPGs and modern RPGs, and JRPGs more than regular, but I played the main hyped ones. I played the Fallout series, I played the Dragon Age series and Skyrim, and I played those, and they have their own what's the word that I'm looking for? Difficulty to them for the I guess kind of what it is how I look at it is when JRPGs came out, Final Fantasy 1 and 2 and all those or whatever, and all those turn-based ones came out, people thought oh wow, this is a lot more strategy and stuff like that. So I feel those games can be harder than regular ones because, it kind of also depends on the game you're playing, though, too. But, not saying, regular RPGs are bad or whatever. They do have, like I said, their respective difficulties. There are hard modern-day RPGs out there. But, me personally, as a fan, turn-based always seemed more strategic. Yeah, strategic to me. I don't feel you have to be able to, I feel you don't have to be able to, move around many characters and, actually, have this, increased flow of combat to make a game feel, really involved. I feel you can do all of that and still have it be, turn-based, too, and have it simplistic. Some of the, big JRPGs that I used to play was Golden Sun, and that one was really simplistic, yet still hard enough that it was a great game to play through, along with the story, along with Wild Arms 3, or any of the Wild Arms series for that matter, Final Fantasies. I feel they both have, like I said, their own respective difficulties and whatever, but I feel because of the turn-based that JRPGs have, that they're personally harder in my personal experiences.
You just suck at video games, so.
I think it's just suck at video games, dick. God.
Video games.
Okay, so
David didn't get a lot of sleep last night. He was pretty salty and angry.
No, David's salty to me all the time.
Guys, you guys don't know.
He's always salty.
Guys, you guys are using the word salty wrong. You do realize that, right? You guys are saying it.
Realize we don't care.
That makes you guys sound ignorant.
Salty's meant for naval terms.
You guys have to know what the word means to actually use it.
Oh, I know what it means.
David, we went to Summit. We're always ignorant.
That's like those people using the word ignorant, but using the word ignorant wrong, and it pisses me off. I can't believe you're ignorant. That's not what ignorant means.
Okay.
You're stupid. You're ignorant.
But David, what do you think salty means? Just
it means when you're wrong about an argument or something like that, and you get mad because
that's not what the Urban Dictionary.
Yes, that's what salty.
The wrong part, no, but the being mad, being mad.
The word salty legit means when you're wrong about something and you're mad about it. Being mad in general.
Well, here. I'll read the definitions right now.
Ooh.
Okay, the first one that comes up, I think, is more leaning toward David. It says a word, like David's argument. It says a word originating in Philadelphia, generally meaning that you just got played or are looking stupid, or either because of something you did or something that was done to you. The example is, did you get her number? No. Aw, man, you're feeling salty. Everyone laughs. The next definition is salty, which means pissed or upset. She was salty because she lost the game.
Yeah, see, she lost, or she was, like, wrong, or something like that, and you're mad because of it. It's not just being mad in general. It's just called being mad.
That's what it's saying on here, actually. Mad or agitated is another definition.
Yeah, it's just Urban Dictionary. It's like, you can probably find 100 things. You can probably find that salty means you like chickens or some shit. It's the Urban Dictionary, right? Like, you look at the word David, it's like, there's like 800 different definitions. So I'm like, the first two are probably right. It's when you lose or you're wrong about something, you're mad about it. Not just because you're mad in general. That makes no damn sense. Always make a whole new word to say mad. Salty's longer than mad. I think that's kind of productive. That's all I'm trying to say. Use the word salty right or don't use
the extra syllable?
Well, I'm just saying, they would create a whole new word for somebody being mad. That doesn't make any sense.
People do that all the time.
Really?
Yeah.
That's why the Urban Dictionary was made.
That's why slang was created.
True.
We went from RPGs to salty.
Well, let's go back to the topic, because, yeah, let's go back to the topic. Anyways,
what
as I
were
was
we
saying,
even talking about again?
JRPGs
We were talking about RPGs, and Garrett was the last person.
Oh, right. I think Garrett had a good point, though. I think that you should make more turn-based games.
I find turn-based games kind of boring and really easy.
What?
I've never actually...
Have you ever played Lord of the Rings: The Third Age?
Bam! Oh, thank you, Steve.
Yes.
Thank you.
No, because I'm not...
Garrett through
That
Skype.
was so good.
Sorry,
Yeah.
Lord of the Rings confused me after like the
I'm
second
sorry.
movie.
I find 90% of the Lord of the Rings games really shitty.
Okay, most of them are,
We haven't played Third Age.
but the Third
pretty
Age is on
suck.
point.
Oh, my God.
I'm pretty sure that game would suck ass to me too, because
Ooh.
I hate Lord of the
My
Rings.
God, David, have you played it?
The only reason
Assault.
David thinks that way is Scar is not in it.
Oh,
Really, Skyrim played that. Yeah, I played a lot of games where he's not in it. What's the name of the game?
The Lord of the Rings: The Third Age.
Anyways, all I'm saying is,
And don't play this. Oh, Skyrim has a higher rating than this one does.
The Third Age came out for PlayStation 2, which are
Does
on
it say
sale,
rating?
which means you can get one and play it.
that
I
doesn't change.
had it on the GameCube.
Oh, so
There
the
you
GameCube too?
I'm
Yeah, there you go.
Wait a minute. Is this game on the PS2?
And the GameCube. Oh yeah.
I probably hate it. It probably sucks.
Oh, jeez,
I think it's
David.
all for one.
I still
Such a
have the
hater.
GameCube.
No, I
Or
just like Lord of the
Xbox.
Rings.
Sorry.
I think Lord of the Rings is boring.
It's
This
not.
one almost has nothing to do with the actual, like, the Lord of the Rings story. It's more of
The
a
sad part is I
same
agree
world.
with
Steve,
David. I'm
have
not
you
gonna hate
beat
on
Third
Lord of
Age?
the Rings.
Huh?
Have you actually beat Third Age?
It's been a while.
No,
Really?
like, did you actually beat it? Like,
I honestly don't even remember if I did beat it or not.
it actually does follow the plot of the movies, but
Hey.
you really don't even notice it half of the time. Like, you're actually fighting, like, a majority of the game.
Oh, the game got terrible ratings, so, or average
I
ratings.
don't care.
David,
Oh my
chill
god.
out.
Just saying.
God.
Here, you're the worst. You're the one of the worst video game players ever. I think DSP is better at video games
It's
than
the
you.
personal experience, not the view. Oh my god, you make it seem like it's this giant, like, oh, because society, like, thinks it's this amazing game. all of the
Wait,
games
yeah,
suck.
yeah. If we're
It's
using that
just-
same, like, grading system like
Oh my
that, we can
god.
also look at your grades in high school, David. We can kind of compare the two.
I
David,
didn't
since
fly
you
in high
brung,
school.
Oh.
That's,
Your grades
That's-
sucked.
since you brung out
Look,
DSP, since you
I was-
brung out DSP, I guess you have to tell everyone who DSP is. Since you
all right.
brung
For
him
people that
in.
don't know, DSP is Darkseid on YouTube. He's one of the worst gamers I've ever seen in my life. But he's a better gamer than Garrett here, because Garrett is ass. If you ever
We
watch
don't
him,
know. We don't know that.
he's bad at video games.
I can't wait for once we start up our like gaming videos and Garrett just wrecks you in one of these.
That would,
Oh, it's gonna
I
be
would-
War Thunder, I'll tell you that already.
Call of Duty, but I hate Call of Duty, so I wouldn't even want to be good at it.
Yeah, Garrett,
Okay.
are you gonna wreck him in War Thunder or whatever?
I will.
Maybe
there
he'll
we go.
I
listen.
will.
Garrett would play Persona 3, or yeah, Persona 3. He'd call me or message me every day. I keep dying to this boss. I'm like, dude, I died or like 2 times the whole entire
I've
game.
never
Oh my
played
God,
that
because
game
you
before.
grinded and shit. Don't play stupid.
I think the game I was like at the end, the last boss at level like 50.
Here's the argument.
Are you kidding me? I was at level 50. I was
You two
under
sound
level.
like little girls.
No, because David's just constantly a dick all the time.
Oh,
Everybody knows that.
Here's the thing.
God, but it's just me. Just me.
We'll get
all
better
the time.
Get better every game.
God.
Get better every game.
Okay, hold on. I got a quick question
So.
for the rest of the group. So, Garrett, you're cannot speak right now. So, Garrett, you're kind of secluded from this question. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys, but Garrett's the person that does not like to move, correct?
what?
Yes.
What?
Yeah. The argument you said.
No. I have no problem with RPGs and like movement in RPGs. I'm just saying like you don't have to have movement in an RPG game to make it a good one.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
you
I agree with
still
that.
have like Skyrim or whatever, and if you were to fight people, you could still stop and do things. Like you could still make it a turn-based game and it'd still be
Oh,
good.
that would be so cool.
Yeah, like you could do that. Like
I would totally play that.
like an option. Like if
It sounds
you
interesting.
want to try it that way, they could.
Turn-based Skyrim would be so bad. First of all, it doesn't fit with the series. Second of all, it would have nothing. Like, it's supposed to be a medieval war game, or not war game, but medieval like game. It wouldn't make sense to have turn-based. The whole game is supposed to be dynamic.
Well, you
Old-time
can. I'm just saying.
turn-based.
We're just saying that you could make it into one like that.
It would be
Yeah, it would work perfectly because you have
It would-
your main character and then you have your followers.
Dude, first of all, you get one follower in the game. Second of all, it would completely stop the flow of the
Salt.
game. Wouldn't make any sense. It would completely
You stop the flow of the
adventure.
game, and that would make it fine.
This is, dude. If a game doesn't,
This is kind of sound like a Final Fantasy game right here.
Yeah, like were Final Fantasy's bad because they stopped your adventure? No, you were doing stuff while you were still in a fight.
reason Skyrim was such a good game is because it was like endless exploration and awesome combat for that. If you had to stop in the middle of exploring every 5 minutes to fight like a wolf or something,
You do.
no, you
There's
don't.
no problem with that.
Yeah, there is. You know how boring that would get? Like, I would get pissed off. Do you know how many wolves you have to fight just wandering around the wolf forest?
Okay, I don't know about you, but every time I play Skyrim, I'll be walking through the woods and I'll get like jumped by like a bear. I'll walk 5 feet, get jumped by
And you
something
kill it.
else.
And you kill
That
it in
sounds like one of my
5
friends on Red Dead.
It doesn't have to go to a whole nother screen. You have to pick your attack, wait for the attack to come,
So what?
then leave, and then go out. I think that'd be completely
Not
ruined.
all turn-based games just spam you like that either, though.
Yeah.
I'm saying,
That
if it
is
was
true.
I mean,
With-
like, look at, like, Chrono Trigger. They never had those in there. There was, like, sections where you could, but,
That's still
like,
JRPG though. Of course
main
not.
story progression, you still were
What is
walking.
Chrono
along
Trigger?
the
That
path.
sounds interesting.
Yeah, it does.
It's not a bad. It's a pretty good JRPG. I like it. I played it.
It's a really confusing story. Multiple endings.
Ooh.
I'm
That
just
sounds
saying-
interesting.
It
That's
was
already
old.
piqued my
Super
interest.
Nintendo? Yeah, Super Nintendo.
Turn-based combat does not work for the Elder Scrolls, or they would have done it forever and a half ago. They've made 5 games, all that get like 9s and 10s to get outstanding reviews without using turn-based. If they use turn-based, it would completely ruin the flow of combat. It'd be like Fallout having turn-based. Nobody would want to buy it.
Fallout
they said-
basically has a turn-base almost.
Because
I don't
the
use-
If you
fat
think about it, yeah, thank you, Garrett. I was about to go there.
That is, you pick your attacks and then it plays in real time all at once. They can
No,
still fight.
how is that real time?
Not really.
And then
I
it
mean,
shoots you.
David is kind of right because it does play in real time or whatever, but your guy is still technically shooting faster. Like,
No, it's not. They
it-
can shoot back. They
It's
can
like
shoot back.
slow-mo, though.
Yeah, but it's not like I shoot first and then they shoot, then I shoot, then they shoot. It's not like that. It's you guys are both firing at the same time. Whoever fires off first, that person gets hit. It doesn't matter.
you still
It's
shoot
still
faster.
gunfight. It's just you.
I don't know. I still
Well,
think you shoot faster.
No, you don't.
I
I've been
agree with
stopped
David.
by stats.
I
Well,
agree
all
with
the-
David on Skyrim.
Most
Because
people use
if they
stats
did that to
where you see it before the enemy even sees you. So that's why. Like I was playing New Vegas and these guys all saw me first, and I used that, and I got shot the fuck up because I was too busy focused on one target. So
Maybe you shouldn't focus on one trigger or one target.
yeah, sometimes that doesn't reach. You got like 1% to hit their head. You're not gonna
Oh,
make.
hey, quick update on Chrono Trigger. You can get it on the Google Play Store for $10.
Or you
Yeah.
on 10 for $9.99. I do that. It's been $10 for like 6 years.
Well, chill out. I just found out.
But I'm
This is news to me since I'm new to the game. So
it's on the PSN store. So I mean,
Alright,
I don't have the
chill.
PS.
That's another thing. He never gets chill. Like chill, David.
Well, there's one thing I have to agree with David about on Skyrim. If they were to do that to Skyrim, I believe it would have messed up with the way that the game runs, just due to the fact that
Of how big it
turn-based.
is.
Well, no. It's not that, because I personally haven't really played all that way through Skyrim myself. I mean, I played a little bit here and there, but that's about it. But based off of my experience on that, a turn-based system for Skyrim would not exactly work well with the way the game's already set up.
Well, yeah, I think if you like had Skyrim as it is right now and you threw like a mod on it to make it into like a turn-based, it wouldn't work. But I'm just saying, like, you can use like the environment and the atmosphere of Skyrim and make a really good turn-based out of it.
I still don't think it'd work. Like, the reason why Skyrim works so well is because it doesn't have turn-based. It's all free-flowing. If it had turn-based with the environment and stuff, I don't think people would enjoy it as much as they did. I think it would got like really bad reviews if it was turn-based.
Well, I think if we make it into a turn-based, I think what you could have is like
you wouldn't have Skyrim anymore. It
listen. Game. I have an idea. I just thought of this for like 0.5. I already created a great game. Chill, just listen. So each of your like main cities, or even the smaller little like outposts and cities that you come across, are kind of like safe zones almost, you can call them, where you collect your quests, buy stuff, you know, that kind of good thing. And then when you're out on quests, like depending on like the quest, like the I don't know what you want to call it, but like your like the chance of you getting attacked by an enemy or a squad of enemies would vary based on the difficulty or, you know, whatever environment you're in. And then like you could also while you're traveling between cities, like that could also have different a chance rate of being attacked by your enemies. Like I think it would be pretty cool actually.
Well, there's already games like that. That's not anything new.
Well, of course not. It's been turn-based have been around forever.
But I'm just saying, like, that wouldn't even be Skyrim anymore. It'd just be the Skyrim world.
That's what I'm talking about.
Well, and it's not Skyrim. It's a totally different game.
Well, yeah.
What you just said, Steven.
Skyrim with turn-based. That's not what it'd be. It would just be a medieval world with turn-based combat. That's all it would be. It wouldn't be Skyrim or even...
Well, what makes Skyrim Skyrim?
The whole exploration of the game, the whole...
But they had that in Oblivion.
Yeah, I know. That's, again, not turn-based. It's a whole
it's
Elder
more
Scrolls.
like It's more like... I feel like it's more Elder Scrolls than it is just Skyrim.
Yeah.
That is true.
Now, I'd agree with that concept of being an Elder Scrolls in Skyrim.
Right? Same thing. But anyways.
No, I mean, like how Garrett was saying it. It's like an Elder Scrolls thing, not just designated to Skyrim.
Well, I know that. I'm just using Skyrim as the example.
Yeah.
Like
what you just described, Steven, it sounds like almost like Pokemon in a sense of the rate, chance percentage, or whatever the correct wording is, of somebody popping up and attacking you. That kind of sounds like it. That may actually work a bit better than just an actual turn-based system like what Final Fantasy has. For Skyrim, I don't know how much that would affect the gameplay completely for Skyrim or any of the Elder Scrolls games, but that would be an interesting thing to try and just run this a little quick test and just see what it does to the game.
I don't even think they would have to take. Sorry, I don't think they would even have to take out like the open world, like exploring, like sort of thing. I don't even feel like to make it like an option sort of thing.
Turn-based not working in open world very well.
They've done it. Golden Sun, Wild Arms 3. They've Final Fantasy 7.
How popular were those other 3 games? Not that popular. Not a lot of people like them because open world. If people want to play open world, they want to be able to fight immediately. That's the biggest complaint with a lot of JRPGs is the whole stopping of like the tedious combat over and over. That's why they don't do well here. That's the reason why they don't there's not that many out all the time because people hate like going into combat and then fighting, going into combat again and fighting and the constant grinding and doing all that. It just doesn't work very well for a lot of RPG games.
Well, I also kind of think that like a lot of the open world games get kind of boring after a while just because it is open world and I can literally do anything. Like it's kind of boring.
We after you beat the story and stuff. And it depends on which ones you're playing. Like Fallout, I played like over 200 hours because I love just exploring everything. And like games like GTA, it's still fun to play the game sometimes.
350 in Wild Arms. Just saying.
No, I'm probably sure nobody that watched the game know what that is, dude.
It's a great game. People should check.
I think it's a terrible game. I've played it. I think it's really bad.
You haven't even passed the prologue.
Actually, I did. Actually, I played more yesterday. Dude, there was like 20 minutes of dialogue. I fell asleep.
Oh my god, sorry, plot. Oh.
That's terrible.
What?
Dude, what? Dude, I wanted to freaking play a video game, not read a book. Holy shit. You wanted to say...
Do you even read, David?
Yeah, I do. I read all the time. I'm just saying.
Do you think Wild Arms 3 is bad? God, you would hate Golden Sun.
So much salt, man. Calm down.
There was literally a part in Golden Sun where, like, if you had, like,
this ain't salt, this is a
text on,
catfight.
it would take, like, a half an hour to advance the text.
Yeah, that's stupid. Nobody wants to sit there through that. Why do you think those games didn't sell at all? Nobody wants to do that. It's boring as
They
fuck.
do sell.
No, they do. Really?
This
You want to
Golden
bet?
Sun looks
Really?
pretty interesting. I think I'm gonna play it.
Anyways,
Golden
I'm just...
Sun.
What's the name of the game?
Golden Sun and then Chrono Trigger.
If I
Chrono
wanted to
Trigger.
sit there and listen to 20 minutes of talking, at least make it so you can hear the voice. I don't want to read it for 20 minutes. It's boring as hell.
It's not
Oh wow,
that
that's
bad.
interesting.
I don't
It's
know. I
actually
think I would rather read like 20 minutes
I
of
would.
dialogue than in like random times in Skyrim when you just have like random NPCs like screaming and yelling for no reason.
What
Beast
Skyrim were you
Wars
playing?
saying they got shot in the knee.
Elder Scrolls Skyrim.
I heard no screaming in that game at all.
Okay, not
Really.
necessarily screaming.
Yes.
They'll like randomly come out of like one time I was out in the woods and like a chef or something came out and was like, "Hey."
Same merchant.
But you don't have to talk to them.
Stuff
It's not
just
required.
It's the same thing.
Well, it's kind of rude to ignore them. They traveled all that way out there.
It's a video game, Stephen. God.
David,
I'm
you're
just
just a rude person.
Me, I am a rude person.
Steve.
Fuck.
Steve,
there.
how rude of me
Thanks
is it
for
to
admitting
ignore
something.
this?
Right, he might have some good stuff.
Here.
Yeah, I just kill him then. Take
Let
it.
me at
Might
least look
activate
at
a quest.
you.
Oh,
Look
I'll just kill the dude and take his shit.
exactly like you look. Oh, he's selling the same things like he was 2 seconds ago. Stab.
Yeah, that got annoying in Skyrim too. Or the
Sorry.
fact when you're trying to sell stuff and they only have like a 500 gold coins on them.
Yeah, that's like most games. What the hell are you talking about?
Well, it's annoying in games. We could change that.
No, nobody wants that to be changed. That's the whole funness of the game. Oh my god.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna go sell. Okay, I have $1,000 worth of or 1,000 gold worth of stuff on me. This guy only has 500. I can't wait to sit here and wait around for like 3 days for him to replenish their supply.
Or you could just get the perk that ups that. Not that hard.
That's a pain to deal with that.
Actually, it only takes about a couple hours to get it. So.
Oh, a couple hours. There we go. I got better
How many
things to do
hours
with
play
my time.
Skyrim? How much play Skyrim?
Like read 20 minutes of dialogue.
Right.
There's no 2-minute dialogue scenes in Skyrim. Chill the fuck out.
Perfect.
Right, because you can walk away from them all and just ignore the plot of the game.
Yeah,
Just
exactly.
explore.
Option.
And then, like, literally, like, yeah, I have this 350-hour punch-in on Wild Arms 3, but, I mean, the only reason is because a lot of it was exploring.
Dude, I'm sorry, but that combat is the combat on that game. I legit would rather like slit my wrist and play that combat again.
What kind of combat's in Wild Arms 3?
Turn-based.
Ooh,
But it's
turn-based.
so boring.
It's
I like
listen, listen, Steve. You might actually like this. Wild Arms 3. Imagine Final Fantasy mixed with like guns
Ooh.
It's not.
instead of swords.
That
I'm
sounds
actually looking
interesting.
at pictures of it right now, and this does look like a Final Fantasy with guns.
What was
is.
it? Wild one?
Wild Arms.
Wild
3.
Arms?
The second one's on PlayStation, but I don't know. I haven't played the second one.
That's pretty cool. This was like one of the games that they'll eventually remaster, like Shadows of the Colossus is coming out on
No,
the
it's not
PS4
remastered.
this year.
This
Those,
is
this
When
game did
they-
sell it all to get
They
remastered.
remaster any Wild Arms game, I would be happy. They actually have remastered one Wild Arms game. They actually did do it. It was for the PlayStation 2. They redid the first one.
There's probably some good like ports you can get to PC for it now.
Oh, trust me, I already have the Wild Arms 3.
Anyways, we have been rambling on for way too long, guys.
This is all valid stuff.
This
Not
is
really.
really material.
Yeah, our Mondays are like video game news. We're talking about video games.
Our pretty much argument was people that like Steven got amazed by the easiest thing I've ever seen in my life, and then Garrett's played like mainstream RPGs and nothing else, and then yeah.
Well,
that's pretty
David,
much what-
maybe if you like got some sleep, you would realize how good of a conversation this is.
It's not the thing. Look at if you've only played like Skyrim, Fallout, and like Dragon Age, you can't like criticize all RPGs because like the combat because you move around. That's not a legit like argument against it. Oh, you don't have to move around to make it complex. That's not what the whole point of an RPG is. The whole point of an RPG is to explore story, have branching storylines, have like amazingly fun characters and like all that stuff and equipment, and there's more to the game than just moving around.
Well, the only real difference between like a turn-based game and a non-turn-based RPG are the fact that you can move freely during combat.
Well, the difference between JRPG and RPGs are a lot vast than that. There's a lot more difference.
Well, I'm just saying because it kind of seemed like the arguments were turning into more of a turn-based versus mobile combat.
I don't mind turn-based, but a lot of the games that like Garrett recommend, they're really bad. I'm sorry.
These look fun. I'm probably going to try them.
Yeah, I agree. They look good. I mean, they may be a wee bit outdated in their graphics, but still, it looks pretty decent in my opinion.
God, thank you for looking down on this ginger for once.
I think vastly are superior to the game. The story is much better. They know how to do dialogue right. Wild Arms is terrible at it. Pacing is so much better in other games. Like, you have to look at more than just gameplay. That's one thing I hate about some of the reviewers stuff. All they look at is gameplay, look at nothing else. Like, there's
look at reviews, which is why I don't care that Grand Theft Auto got 9.8 or
it's got
9.5. I don't care.
Here, you still look at reviews? I just did. For Wild Arms 3, again, average reviews. Golden Sun, average reviews. You look at Persona, all 10s and 9s. There's a reason why that happens. Because those games know how to do stories, know how to do combat, and stuff like that. Just having
good stories.
These games, you also have to put in the idea that the games like the Wild Arms 3 and the Chrono Trigger and the Golden Sun was the other one, right?
Yeah, a lot of them.
Yeah, they're older games.
Yeah, but
no, listen. Hang on. Hold. Pause.
Silence.
Time out.
All right, go. What? They're old. What does that do with anything?
Chill.
I'm just saying.
I'm saying that a lot of times these older games get a lot of like bad reviews compared to their like modern counterparts. Because there's people out there that write these reviews and they're like, "Oh, the graphics were terrible. I didn't like it because it made me think."
Steven, the reviews were written when the game came out, so they couldn't say the graphics were bad because the graphics were good for back then. So that's not a valid argument.
We still have reviews from like what? When did these games come out?
Yeah, but dude, Steven, when the games come out, that's when they review them. And people like IGN, they love old games. They gave like Persona 4 and 3 10s. So it's not about
even that old of games.
Persona 3, Persona 3 came out in 2008.
It's not
Wild Arms came out March 14th of 2002.
Yeah, but the graphics aren't like that's not what the reviews said. Like a lot of problems with the reviews talk about the story and stuff. Nobody cares what the end again. Like the reviews came out when the game came out. So
wait, how did Wild Arms 3 got a 7.9 and a 7.5?
Yeah,
that's higher than average.
No, it's not for IGN and stuff. Most games that's average now.
All right, that's for IGN. That's
average
IGN.
is like 5.
No,
yeah,
5.
Why 5's in the center?
No, I believe
5 means it's a really bad game. If you get a 5, it's a shit game. Right. Yeah.
Isn't it out of 10?
No, that is false. That is false.
Just because
I can't agree
5 is a bad game, that's false.
Really? Name one 5 that was actually a decent game. Name one 5. Oh wait.
It's fucking Deadpool.
Deadpool? That game
even
was
though it's not
good.
RPG,
I heard that game
Deadpool's
was great.
Okay, well then, how about I put it to this way, just for the sake of argument. Depending on your point of view of games, whether it be turn-based RPG or JRPG, whatever genre gaming you play, it is based on your personal opinions of the games. Everybody's going to have the different opinions. And I think, yes, we're getting our opinions out, but the thing is that just because a certain, and I'm just going to throw this out there, IGN says Wild Arms 3, 7.9 out of 10. It's such a good game. It doesn't really matter to a certain person. They're just like, oh, it doesn't matter. I love the game series because they've been making good games. I prefer them. Or that game is a POS. It needs to die.
Or even, like, I'm pretty sure each of us can all agree here. Like, we've had that one childhood game that, like, everyone looks at and they're like, oh, shit. But it's like, that was the first game I played. Like, that's my first experience with it, or whatever. Like,
I've actually never had that. Most games that I enjoy got really high ratings.
Okay, so David's trying to ruin the comment. But Jason, I do agree with you, but on this show, we do not like logical arguments.
What, Steven, name one childhood game that you like that nobody else liked.
Digimon.
That was actually a really popular game, okay. Anyways.
I think now if I say that in a different time, David will be like, oh yeah, everyone hated that game.
Actually,
Of
I've loved
course.
Digimon since I was a
Steven
kid.
Sabuya now.
What?
Actually, I loved Digimon since I was a little kid. I would never have said that. I've actually had Digimon games before. I had it for the Xbox and the PS2.
Oh, but not the
Banjo
PlayStation 1.
Kazooie,
That game,
Now, Neki called you out.
the original.
Banjo Kazooie, that's not a bad game at all.
Oh, jeez. How long has this video been going?
I don't know, but I think it's good that we call it here before war breaks out again.
Probably.
Yeah, and
We should
We had
bring the
more
war to
topics,
the aftermath.
I guess,
The calm after the storm.
anyways, we'll see you guys later. Follow our Twitter, like, share, comment. Sorry for our arguments, but,
Message us on Skype, whatever.
yeah, whatever.
Oh,
We'll talk to you guys later. But other than that, see you guys soon.
and
Oh,
what is
yeah,
your
that
favorite
game-
moment from this argument?
No, and we almost forgot too.
Alright.
Our game videos are probably gonna be up pretty soon.
Oh, yeah, that too.
Yeah, that is true. You did forget about that.
Yep,
You
we're
can
working on
watch-
those.
You can
First
watch
game we're playing?
Games, so, these are fun.
First game we're playing, if I heard correctly from everybody, is going to be War Thunder. Correct me
Yeah.
if I'm wrong, guys.
We're also working on our intro,
Yeah,
so
work
we'll
on
get
that.
that up eventually.
Sooner or later. Hopefully before we're dead.
Yeah, probably not. Well, that's it for our today? What is today? Monday? Our Monday
Yeah.
podcast. See
Yeah.
you guys on Saturday. Yep, see you guys.
Okay.
Later.
Peace.